TwinnyF.
My interview with TwinnyF.
TwinnyF.
Shout out my nigga TwinnyF, man. TwinnyF, man.
Oh, TwinnyF, man.
What's going on, y'all? It's TwinnyF. Welcome to ThaKinzDen. Today's episode will be touching up on police brutality and white supremacy.
Home of the brave and free.
It's America.
Free just to murder me.
Land of the handgun.
Land of the beautiful.
Home of the shotgun.
Cursed by the hate we throw.
You dead if you ain't got one.
Is this the new national anthem?
It was like this before I got here, baby. I ain't do it.
Is this the new
I ain't started, I'm just a part of it.
anthem?
Turn it. Aye. You said it the home of the brave, I get. I said it the home of the K's and the vet. All alone with the J, smoking yay cause he stressed. Home chrome with the text, something spray for respect. I learned from the bed, you can stay in the jet. Brought word from the vets, burn a rubber in the vet. It's as good as it get, you can play with the rat. Then I got older and learned stay away from the wreck. God bless you, nigga. The hustle up and make 8 figures. Turn from a goon to a great young nigga. Don't complain that you doing what it take, young nigga. I was raised in a decade of hate, young nigga.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
White supremacy been going on. Police brutality been going on. It's been going on since ages. It's been going on. It's been going on, and it's slowed down. I don't want to say it stopped. It's slowed down, and it hasn't really been an eye opener. It's been an eye opener in the past maybe 2 years for us, for African Americans, from Trayvon Martin to Alter Sterling, and it's we're tired now. You know, we're tired, but it's died down from back when, and the only reason why it's died down because we did what we had to do. African Americans, blacks, we did what we had to do for it to stop. Police didn't stop it. We stopped it. I see white people comment, post, and tweet on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and say there's been more whites killed by police than blacks in the past years. Yes, it has. It absolutely has. But there's been more blacks. There's been more African American brothers and or sisters killed by the police unarmed than whites unarmed. And the reason to this being is police don't fear whites, or they don't fear any gender like they do blacks or African American. You guys don't put fear in their hearts like we do. Why do we do? I don't know. All police aren't bad. All police don't do wrong things, and all police don't take advantage of their authority. Not all police. But can you name, or can we name one police officer off the top of our heads? I'm sure there are or has been police officers, but can we name a police officer off the top of our head that stood up for us, that stood up and said that policeman did wrong, or that chief of command is wrong, or we need to stand up for our people, for the people we swore under oath to protect and serve? There hasn't been. There hasn't been. And that's why we come off, blacks, even whites, blues, reds, yellows, whatever. That's why we come off and say, fuck the police, or all police are fucked up, or this, that, and the third. Because there hasn't been publicly a police officer or anybody in that nature to come out and say, we need to do better for our people. Instead of them saying that, they say we need to do better and protect ourselves. Policemen, they say that. So when we come out and say we need to protect ourselves, we need to fight for our rights, we need to do this and the third, we're considered criminals now. We're considered a threat now. We were already considered threats, even when we were innocent. And another thing, we have rights. We have the rights to speak. It's called freedom of speech. As long as I'm not threatening you, as long as we don't threaten you, you can't tell us we can't say this, that, and the third to you. You know, we have rights. We have rights. And another thing, when we show that we know that our rights, or feel as though that we think we know our rights, you feel threatened, you know, and you take advantage of your authority. Policemen, they will violate your rights. You know, they will put their hands on you. They will slam you to the ground. They will clock you upside your head and tell you, shut the fuck up. You say another word, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third to you. Why? Like, why do you feel threatened by what I'm saying to you? You know? And another thing, 9 times out of 10, when they put their hands on us, now we're frightened. Now we're coming across panic attacks, anxiety attacks, where we just panic and we can't keep still. We're putting our hands on them. You know, we're resisting arrest. We're probably trying to get away because we're so scared of the aftermath that may happen. We don't want to die. You know, we look on the computer, we look on TV, we see black brothers or black people dying from resisting arrest. Or even when you do obey the law and you put your hands up, you still may die. You know, so who wants to go through that? You know, first instinct in my head is to run or don't get put in handcuffs. So what I'm going to do is any and everything that I can do to not get put in handcuffs, you know. So now, if I was to push a police officer off of me because they're violating my privacy or violating my rights that I have, so if they was to put their hands on me without any probable cause, I'm going to feel threatened. So I'm going to do what I have to do to get them off of me. Why? Because they're doing wrong. So now, when it comes down to it, they have the right to do what they have to do to get me on the ground or to hurt me or to stop me from getting their hands off of me. You get it? Like, we are the real victims here. We're not the criminals. We're the real victims here. You know, we don't, like, do you ever feel safe? Answer me this. Do you ever feel safe driving in your car, listening to music or not listening to music? If you see a police vehicle pulls behind you while you're driving, do you feel safe? Or do you ever be like, oh shit, the police are behind us? Do you ever feel in your head, oh, they're just making sure that I get home safe, or they're just making sure that I get to my destination safe? Police wait for us to do something wrong, or they find something wrong that's going on with us in our car, outside our car, walking across the street, walking wherever. They find or they look for something wrong that we're doing or that we're not doing. Something wrong that's around us. You can see a weed bag around me. I could be walking through the hood. You can see a weed bag on the ground. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to press me out and feel as though I littered. I have weed on me because now it's weed around me, etc. I don't ever feel safe. Do you ever feel safe if do you ever feel safe if policemen arrive at your house knocking on your door? You answer your door. The first thing that comes to your head 9 times out of 10, oh, there's something wrong. You don't ever think, oh, it's something good. Maybe they're here to drop off a gift. You don't ever think that shit. Ever. And brothers and sisters, like, this is America democracy. This is America's way of justice. You know, it's for the system before it's for the people, right? And back to police brutality, man. It's never going to be stopped unless we stop it ourselves. Police brutality is never going to be stopped unless we stop it ourselves. And there's only 2 ways to stop it. And it's not by prayer. It's not just by prayer. Sorry. It's not just by protesting and marching. You know, it's not just by asking for it to stop. It's not just by making videos like how I'm doing now. It's not by just this. But if you fight back, if you do to them what they're doing to us, it will stop. And let alone, and not just that, but if you do to them what they're doing to us, and if you take away finances. So let me explain. For an example, when you have riots, when you take away their stores, when you take away their finances and their companies and the big companies, like for an example, back in the day, I'm just going to say one of the companies, I'm not going to say the other. PayPal had contacted someone that they were doing business with. Business with some whites. And they contacted some people and they told them we didn't want to do business anymore. Because us, the blacks, African Americans, we stopped the business towards if we injured their finances. You know, they saw too much of us standing up for ourselves against their businesses, the bigger and the higher businesses did not want to do business with them anymore because they saw it being lowered. They saw the stocks going down. They saw the rates going down. Statistics were going down. And another thing, when you see more cop killings, when you see more blacks killing cops, when you see more blacks arriving at cops' houses, if we were to arrive or march or protest at these cops' houses, at these judges' houses, don't you think it'll lower down? Don't you think it'll stop? So we can't just protest and march and post videos on the internet. We can't just protest in the streets. We cannot just march up and down the streets. Why not march to these people's houses? Why not march and protest to the courthouse? Why not step outside of our comfort zone and go above and beyond instead of just settling? You know, it don't ever get resolved when you march up and down the streets. It don't ever get resolved when you just do these videos like this. So brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that we need to stick together. We need to stick together and we need to fight. Because tomorrow you may not have someone to make a video like this. Tomorrow you may not have a brother to come home to. You may not have your son to come home at night. Tomorrow mothers and girlfriends and wives, you may not have your son and your boyfriend and your husband to come home to you. You may not have that. So brothers and sisters, please stick together and fight. Thank you.
Home of the brave and free.
It's America.
Free just to murder me.
Land of the handgun.
Land of the beautiful.
Home of the shotgun.
Cursed by the hate we throw.
You're dead if you ain't got one. It was like this before I got here, baby. I ain't do it. I ain't started, I'm just a part of it. Turn it. Aye. You said at the home of the brave, I get. I said at the home of the K's and the vet. All alone with the J, smoking yay cause he's stressed. Home chrome with the text, up the spray for respect. I learned from the bed, you can stay in the jet. Brought word from the vets, burn a rubber in the vet. It's as good as it get, you can play with the red. Then I got older and learned, stay away from the red. God bless you, nigga. The hustle up and make 8 figures. Turn from a goon to a great young nigga. No complain that you're doing what it take, young nigga. I was raised in a decade of hate, young nigga.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.